Jamil Zaki, Hope for Cynics, The Surprising Science of Human Goodness. Delve into the paradoxical journey of cynicism with a hope for cynics, The Surprising Science of Human Goodness by Jamil Zaki. This summary takes you from the ancient streets of Athens to modern-day society, unearthing how an ideology rooted in optimism has transformed into a pervasive skepticism. Discover the stark contrast between ancient cynicism's belief in humanity's virtue and today's cynical outlook that emphasizes distrust. Explore the detrimental effects of cynicism on personal health and societal growth, alongside its misconceptions as a sign of intelligence. This exploration is complemented by insights into modern examples and studies that reveal an inherent goodness often overshadowed by negativity bias. With strategies to foster trust and understanding in a polarized world, this summary offers a blueprint for navigating through cynicism and rediscovering hope in human nature.
Rekindling cynicism's flame. Amid the dynamic landscapes of ancient Athens, a peculiar figure named Diogenes of Sinope wanders its busy streets. His unique quest: to find an honest man. Diogenes, the forefather of cynicism, emphasized a philosophy that seems at odds with today's understanding, championing hope and potential in humanity itself. Unlike today's cynicism, marked by skepticism and doubt, ancient cynics cherished the belief in humanity's innate virtues. They viewed societal norms as mere veils, clouding our true nature, and advocated for self-reliance, global citizenship, and compassion. For them, cynicism was a remedy to awaken authenticity in people by challenging conformity. However, over time, the ethos shifted, and modern cynicism devolved into skepticism about our human flaws like selfishness, greed, and dishonesty. Modern cynicism is pervasive, easily measured through tools like the psychological tests created by Walter Cook and Donald Medley in the 1950s. These tests ask participants to weigh in on statements such as, "Most people are honest chiefly through fear of getting caught." Those scoring high tend to view others with mistrust, linking even simple actions to hidden intentions. This negativity can lead to troubling consequences. Cynics often suffer from poor mental and physical health, including higher rates of depression, substance abuse, and heart disease. Financially, cynics also face challenges, typically earning less than their more trusting peers. Societal effects are similarly severe. Countries with low social trust see stunted economic growth and development. Why does this happen? Trust fuels social and economic exchanges, easing transaction barriers and fostering investments in long-term ventures. Societies rich in trust consistently enjoy greater well-being, health, and wealth. The critical role of trust becomes even clearer during crises. During natural disasters or health emergencies, communities with higher trust levels show remarkable resilience and recovery speed. The COVID-19 pandemic starkly underscored this, as nations with deep social trust responded more effectively and achieved better health results. While ancient cynics aimed to dismantle societal masks to uncover our shared humanity, today's cynicism often builds walls, eroding the social cohesion needed for collective prosperity. Understanding this evolution is crucial for reclaiming cynicism's original intent, guiding us toward nurturing a society built on trust and collaboration. This recognition invites us to revisit and revive the founding essence of cynicism, transforming it into a force that contributes positively to our interconnected world. Cynicism Unmasked. In many corners of the world, there's a mistaken belief that the sharpest minds are also the most cynical. The archetype of the cynical genius, celebrated in popular culture, suggests that skepticism equals wisdom. However, a sweeping study involving over 200,000 individuals across 30 countries dismantles this illusion. It reveals that cynics, contrary to popular belief, score lower on cognitive ability tests, struggling in areas like analytical thinking and problem solving. Astonishingly, their performance even dips in detecting lies and understanding complex social dynamics, supposedly their forte. Why, then, is cynicism so widespread? Often, the roots lie in personal history. Many cynics were once idealists, hardened by disappointment, trauma, or continual letdowns. Those with insecure early attachments may grow to distrust humanity, using cynicism as armor to preempt further emotional harm. This defensive stance, however, comes at a steep cost, leading to unhappiness, career setbacks, and challenges in forming deep relationships. The way forward is not blind optimism but rather nurturing a healthy skepticism, even towards one's own cynicism. Unlike cynicism, which maintains a rigidly negative view of humanity, skepticism invites reevaluation and openness to new evidence. A more balanced, reality-based perspective emerges through this mindset, fostering a deeper understanding of human nature. Effective strategies for shedding cynicism include building a support network that challenges negative assumptions and seeking cognitive behavioral therapy. Therapy offers practical methods to reassess cynical beliefs, like identifying examples of altruism to counter the assumption that everyone is self-serving. Over time, such practices gradually alter one's worldview. Moving past cynicism requires both emotional and intellectual courage. It invites individuals to scrutinize not only others but their own deeply ingrained beliefs about humanity. By doing so, one can embrace a richer, fuller perspective that recognizes human imperfections while celebrating our capacity for goodness. Truth in humanity. Imagine a simple experiment with a surprising outcome. When 20 wallets were scattered across Toronto, filled with cash and contact details, most people would expect they'd vanish. However, 16 of these wallets found their way back to rightful owners. This wasn't a fluke. When replicated worldwide, 17,000 wallets returned at similarly high rates, a testament to human honesty across cultures. So why does society cling to a pessimistic view of human nature? Our perception of negativity might have roots in evolution. Our ancestors' survival lent heavily on heightened awareness of danger and deceit, fostering a negativity bias. Today, this bias skews our view of the world, bolstered by media that thrive on shocking stories of crime and corruption to capture attention. Thus, headlines paint a grim picture of humanity, overshadowing numerous acts of kindness, which regrettably don't make the news. Such portrayal distorts public perception. Consider the misconception that crime has spiked continuously since 1989, whereas FBI records show a significant downturn in violent crime during these years. Despite perceptions of declining social goodwill, acts of volunteerism, donations, and kindness have flourished, notably during the COVID-19 pandemic, as reported by the World Happiness Report. The disparity between real and perceived reality suggests the urgent need for a shift. Enter solutions journalism, an antidote to negativity-driven narratives. This journalistic approach highlights effective responses to societal issues, proving change is achievable. For instance, the New York Times Fixes column illustrates such successes, like the Connecticut-based program guiding inmates away from past mistakes through mentorship. By embracing stories of positive action, readers become not just informed but inspired. They engage with narratives that demonstrate the human spirit's capacity for good, offering replicable models of success. As information consumers, acknowledging negativity bias in media and diversifying our sources can help foster a more nuanced worldview. With conscious effort, it's possible to move beyond cynicism toward a more balanced understanding of humanity. Bridging political divides. A disastrous misunderstanding during the Cold War nearly sparked a global nuclear crisis due to the Soviet Union's Operation Ryan. This operation, driven by misperceptions and paranoia, tasked agents to find evidence of a U.S. attack based on trivial details like parking lot occupancy and blood donations. Today, we face a different kind of divide. Political polarization within democratic societies has reached critical levels. In the United States, this divide has prompted a geographical sorting, with Democrats clustering in cities and Republicans in rural areas, creating echo chambers that reinforce biases and misconceptions. Both political sides tend to exaggerate the extremism of their opponents. Democrats might assume most Republicans reject any form of gun control, while Republicans often think Democrats favor completely open borders. Such misconceptions are magnified by social media and individuals who profit from stoking division, known as conflict entrepreneurs. These individuals highlight extreme views, presenting them as the norm and deepening the divide. Fortunately, there are ways to reduce polarization and foster understanding. Providing accurate information about the opposing side can correct false perceptions. For example, in Colombia, when media portrayed former guerrilla fighters in a humanizing way, public attitudes shifted towards peace. Direct conversations between political opponents, when handled thoughtfully, can significantly reduce animosity. Effective dialogue hinges on a few key techniques. First, prioritize questions over statements to foster genuine engagement. A question like, "What do you think the economic impacts of these policies might be?" can open the floor for discussion. Understanding the narratives behind people's beliefs is crucial. Personal stories often shape opinions on issues like immigration. Finding common ground is essential. Recognizing shared values, such as the importance of border security, can bridge gaps. Lastly, admitting uncertainty promotes honest and nuanced discussions, encouraging both sides to explore the issue collaboratively. Embracing these approaches in political discourse, with empathy and curiosity, helps mend the rifts in our society. By approaching differences with a desire to understand rather than to criticize, we can begin to overcome the divisions that threaten the cohesion of democratic societies.
In Hope for Cynics, Jamil Zaki paints a path forward by dissecting the psychological underpinnings of cynicism and illuminating its modern-day misinterpretations. While acknowledging the pervasive influence of negativity bias and societal norms in shaping our worldview, he offers concrete evidence of humanity's inherent honesty and potential for goodness. Cynicism, far from signifying wisdom, often stems from personal disappointment and harms not only individuals but societies at large. Ultimately, Zaki emphasizes the importance of reclaiming the original philosophy of cynicism that champions trust and authentic human connection. Through conscious efforts to challenge our own assumptions, cultivate supportive relationships, and engage in empathetic dialogue, we can counter cynicism's grip. This journey invites us to embrace skepticism as a tool for growth, leading us toward a richer understanding of the world imbued with possibility and positivity.